Anybody, it doesn't matter because we're just going to read poems and just have a little fun, but really read poems because that's tonight's poem reading night. Let me try to connect up these phones a little bit. And let's see, our other phone action going. Hold it. Gonna turn this on right here. Hey Kyle, how are you? Kyle, you know what? I forgot completely this morning to mention at the meeting what we talked about last night at Discord. I will wait tomorrow morning. I wrote it down. So please accept my apology, my dearest friend. You know what I'm talking about, and I'll make a bigger splash tomorrow. Pops in his excuses. That's all it is, Kyle. Okay, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you, my good friend. Give me one moment, and I'm gonna try to see if we can get our other friends over at Tea with Pops to join us. It won't matter much because we're just gonna, maybe 2 or 3 of us, it doesn't matter. We've got some reading to do tonight. Those that stick around long enough, what foe you do after this? Okay, that's just gonna bother me. Those that stick around long enough though, tonight, excuse me for that. Those that stick around long enough, we are gonna do a small giveaway of, we are finally have the fruit going a little bit at a time going into the freeze dryer. You know what? I've had so much fun with that freeze dryer, you guys, and done some really neat things that I think are gonna be cutting edge and good way to deliver medicine. Quality medicine that's truthfully more effective. Oh, let me finish this. Excuse me. Sorry. Where I was going with that is, guess what I want? I want another freeze dryer. Is Whiskey here? Happy birthday, Whiskey. Happy birthday, Whisk. Whiskey, my good friend. Happy birthday. He looks so handsome with his daughter going down the slide and this and that. Really proud of him. Not that it's my business, it's his life, but I'm just so proud. I love to see fathers and daughters and mothers and sons and family stuff like that. I wish I had a little girl that I could go down a slide with, but instead, because I have a lot of love in my heart, I get you guys, right? I get you guys, my friends. Okay, and you guys are my friends. Thank you. I looked forward to this tonight, even though it's not going to be, it's a little bit off the cuff. What my plan for tonight is to celebrate our creativity. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm coming from a place tonight. I love you too, Jason. And I hope the whole gang is here. Trist! There's my buddy. Trist is here. We'll talk about Trist here in a second. I'm coming from a place today, a little bit tough. Mycology. How you guys doing up here? We have a good feed going on IG. Mycology is a tough game. It is tough. You wake up in the morning, you make your bed, you get after it. Doesn't mean you're gonna have the easiest day. Woo! Get a little bit of a, today's one of those days. You struggle it, you make it, you get through it. And one of the reasons it was an easier day for me today, and what I mean is, when you work at the scale that I'm trying to work at, where 6 jars is, I have a problem with 6 jars, that's a beating. That's a kick in the nuts. Times that by 10 sometimes, when you're trying to run hard. Like all of a sudden it's 60. Now all of a sudden it's 120. It's a problem. And you're like, oh man, I gotta do, so crank away, grind. I'm not complaining. Why I talked about that in the first place was I had this to look forward to. I mean that. I had this to look forward to. Just the fact that I was going to get to be here tonight and forget about doing anything else but reading. I want to do something before we get started. We've already gotten started, but I want to do something. If you guys will do this with me, I'm going to take 10 seconds. Let's make it about 15 or 20. Okay? I love you, Free. Let's make it about 15 or 20. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut up. Just be happy to be here and be quiet. Just enjoy, get an energy going. I wanted to do some readings read poems tonight of any that people had sent in. This is no problem. People are busy lives, and they're maybe you're not even sure we're going to try to do this Dead Poet Live Poet Society thing, which I, in my own heart, want to do. So if others don't, this is my thing. You don't have to cooperate. But, I didn't get a whole lot of poems in, so we're going to read the ones we did get from our house poets, who are, by my standard, and I've been around a long time and I read a lot, they're fantastic poets. So the Undead Poet Society, Kyle, we're going to be basically reading from 2 or 3 of our house poets tonight. So hang in there, and that's what I want to do. So let's take 15. I'm also going to do this just before I do, and I'm going to ask for our card readers out there. I'm getting back into my card reading, and I'm not making this a big deal or part of it. I'm still a mycologist to the soul, and my job's to be the best mycologist I can be, grow the biggest, nicest mushrooms, figure out how to dry them and deliver them to the people that are needing them for the cheapest. That's my mission, number 1. But it's also to educate, entertain, and facilitate communication. Entertain's in there, and educate's in there. I'm getting educated daily. Get back to we'll do the meditation, but the card readers out there, I've got my new deck, and I'm trying to gain energy in my deck because it's so fresh. And I pulled 2 or 3 cards out here and there. I'm trying to build my own energy in my deck, and I'm taking it very serious. And I have my deck with I'm gonna learn my bowl. Working on my bowl. I got to build energy and just be more in touch. So the reason I mention that is I'm going to pull a card. It's an unshuffled deck. I haven't shuffled it yet. I won't be shuffling it for some time as I build the energy in it. But I do pull randos. So what I'm going to do? Yep, I got a pillow for the bowl. Yes, it's so pretty. The bowl, the wrapped. Yes. Oh, the pillow's almost free. That's almost the coolest part. I want 3 or 4 of these. I feel like I'm at a carnival sideshow. I should be using these to throw. No, bottle toss guys, right? These are a bottle toss. They're so cool though, right? I don't mean to be in this. Now here I was all serious. Now you're making me a bottle toss guy. Free, knock it off. Okay, knock it off. I love you guys. Stop it. I was getting serious. Energy was building up. And now you got me in a carnival sideshow throwing bottle toss. Jeez. No, you didn't do it. That's Pops. I go there immediately. I'm a nut. Oh, back to it. Here we go. Brandy, you're a perfect one to be here for this. You're going to help us out. You and some of these others. Boop. Thank you, Tris. I got to pull a card. I'm going to ask you guys. Here it is. Here's the card. It is not a card trick either. No. Just put this back like that, right? Cross cards. And then I'm going to show you guys the card. I want you guys, while I'm reading, I want you guys to go study this card. I'm the ringleader of the sideshow. Now you saw that it was rando. Was that rando? Give me 5 people that say guaranteed, Pops, that was rando. You didn't set us up. Rando, come on. I believe you, Pops. Come on. Wait till you see this card. That was rando AF, right? Come on. You saw how rando. Oh, Triscoe set up the only one. You dirty rat. It was as rando as they come. Okay, here we go. Now, what you guys have to do with this card is, as I'm reading, okay, I love the AF. I love AF. You kids come up with the best stuff. AF rocks, okay? Wait till you see this card. It's AF. All right? Do you say that? It's AF. No. Here we go. Harmonic frequency. You guys aren't going to believe what I know. I'm saving the card. This is cliffhanger. Cliffhanger. Is it okay to put a card in your pocket like this? Yes. Energy. I'm building up energy. It's very close to my heart right now, right? Guess what I did? I'll get to the readings. Give me a second. I'm getting carried away now because Trist is here. Guess what I did today? I am not lying. I'm embarrassed, but I did it. Make sure no one else is listening, right? guess what I did? I ordered a gong. A gong. I can't play a bowl. I'll hit a gong. Gosh darn it. I'm hitting the gong. Yes. We're having a gong opening the show pretty soon. Yes. I'm getting a gong. The bowl's rough. The bowl's not that easy to play. I'm going to learn it. But the gong, anybody can hit the gong. Right? But watch the gong. Oh, Pops, you have to hit the gong a certain way. You have to, if the gong turns out to be something, the gong show. I didn't think of that. If the gong turns out to be something that I can't play, it's over. The show's done. We're not even having tea again. No, there's no point. I'm no. So gong, we're doing a gong. And I'm finding it, and now here's the bad part. You should get a gong from like a Tibetan monk. You should get a gong maybe at least at a nice antique store or something. No, Pops is getting a gong this big off of Amazon. Help me out with that. Somebody give me, it's coming, it'll be here in a day, because I do it on Prime, too. Who does a gong on Prime? Is there going to be any energy in the gong? We don't know. So, pretty soon, we got a lot of tests. Gongs, or Baco's gong, ding dong, my gong. It's a darn true story. I'm sitting going, man, I can't play the ball. I can't, but I can play a gong. Then I'm so embarrassed. There's no energy on this gong coming from Jeff Bezos. Come on. That ain't right. How could Jeff give me a gong that's going to work in my house? Now I got to put all kinds of energy into it instead of growing mushrooms. Oh, geez, I'll do it. All right, let's get serious. It's time to be serious. Oh, God, you guys, I don't know. That was out of control. It's a true story. Oh, here it is. I need you guys to study. I want you to study this card, okay? You're not going to believe what the card is. Through all of that, was the hand quicker than the eye? A quick question. Before I read, was the hand quicker than the eye? And did I change the card when I put it in my pocket? 5 people. Did anybody see me change the card when I stuck it in my pocket? Did Pops did? Is there anything in the pocket? Oh, is there another pocket? Is there? Who knows? Now, you guys will always wonder because the card's so cool. Okay, no, here we go. You're freaking me out now. There's energy in the card, okay? It's behind your ear. Oh, here it is. You know what that is? I used to be a dealer at the casino. This is serious now. Let's get in the spirit. We still have to meditate. We haven't even meditated yet. Ace of Discs. The freaking Ace of Discs, you guys. How did I pull an ace with all my friends and family and pals and everything? Mycelium wings. So I want you guys to go study this card. And later on, not yet, everybody just study on your own as we're reading, please. You're going to come back with a little bit of information. Just dropping knowledge on each other. This is what we found out. Not yet. Please don't do it yet. Please hold your knowledge, study it up. And then when I say drop, then you guys will just start dropping a little information on each other, especially me. Okay, you're going to help me study and put some energy in this card. And I'm thinking this is really cool. The coolest part is what a cool card I pulled out. And no, I didn't trick anybody. It was the original card. I just thought to myself, that would have been a good trick. But no, it's a good one. Okay, so this is the Thoth deck. Thoth deck. For those that want to look at it while I'm reading, it's the Thoth deck. It's one of the best out there for symbology and other reasons. And don't worry about the background on it, okay? The Thoth deck, Beautiful card. Every card in this deck is beautiful. And I'm not trying to get anybody to do any of that stuff either. Just study. You're just going to study tonight. You're going to take 5 minutes. Somebody look up on Google, what does the Ace of Discs in the Thoth deck mean? Give me, and in 3 minutes, you guys will have more information than I'll never know. And you'll teach me. Okay? Sound good? Let's go. I'm going to read something. This is how I'm going to start out. And then don't forget, please hang in there. We're going to only be here for about 45 minutes max. I'll get us out of here by 9:45. Okay, what a great card, huh, Miss Cat? It's a beautiful card. Beautiful card. Monica, I'm glad you're here. Monica's my new friend. Be around, you guys. I really want to give this away to one of you. Our friend wrote us this today. This is not the only one I get like this. This is not a poem. It's just something I want to share with you guys. One of the reasons this is so darn important. Did you hear all that laughter we just had? We haven't, back up. 3 means back up right now. Thank you, Monica. Let's meditate. Let's give it 15, 20 seconds. Meditate. That's hardly meditation. Let's just give it a moment of silence. And I'll connect. Next time you hear the bell, I'll start back up. The bowl. Gosh, that's hard for me to do. I need to do more. That's nothing. That was 15 minutes and seconds, and I'm like, boy, I need to work on that. Just being around you guys tells me so many things I have to work on. I love it. And makes me want to. This group, not for just this guy, but for me too. Listen to what he's going to tell us. This group really does wonders for people. It helped me become a kinder, more patient person. Did you hear what he said before I get carried away? He said, I started snoring. So he said this group really does wonders. Where 2 or more people are gathered in a certain spirit, that spirit gets exponentially. It just does. Give me 1 second. 1 second. I'm looking at my eyes in here, and they're looking all red, and there should be no reason, because I haven't been doing red eye stuff. So let me just drop a couple, because it's disconcerting. I apologize. But my eyes will go white here in a second. I'll look like I'm not falling asleep, because I'm really not. What this guy says. See how I'm holding my own with you guys? I'm throwing Visine in my eyes right in front of you. Squirt, squirt, here we go. Okay, I'm not doing red eye stuff. I'm really not, David. Okay, I know I was smoking from the tomato plant. I'm sure you saw that. Oh my God, that guy is the coolest. Is our friend. He knows nothing about any of this stuff, anything. So Pops, is this a tomato plant? It's like, no, it's not a tomato plant. I've got to get over there and trim it. Your neighbors are going to kill you. You got to get that thing down. No, come on, Jeff, let's get over there. We got to go. No, bro, that is not a tomato plant. No, it's not going to get red fruit. Thank God he called. Okay. Don't hold off on the card. Cat, hold off. We're doing card stuff in a few. That's part of the game here, too, is to learn to be, all of us, not just you, dear, all of us learn to be patient with what we know, and we're going to all drop the knowledge at the same time. Boom! Hit each other with it. This group really does wonders for people. It helped me become a kinder, more patient person, and I'm seeing the fruit. Just this, maybe a little red. Just this week, I had a co-worker get nose to nose with me over something that neither of us could have controlled. I was literally shaking with rage, fighting every fiber in my being not to hurt him. But I remembered that I have the ability to write my page today. And so I simply told him to go do his job and get out of my face, and I continued to do my business. The next day, I sat down with him and explained that if he had a problem, all he had to do was ask and for me to sit down. And the rest of the week, we had no problem along, and we're actually getting along. If this had happened to me 6 months ago, I probably would have lost my job. I probably wouldn't have a job and would most likely be sitting in a cell. Thanks to all of you for teaching me how to work on myself. I almost don't recognize the person I'm becoming, and I love it. That's a thank you note to you guys, and I mean that. Because I'm the one that jealously gets to read it, but that's a thank you note to you guys. And then you get to that place. Watch this one. Fight. Fight. Use your fists. Ball them up. Finger by finger, watch the thumb or you'll break your hand. I've broken hands. They used to be fists. Fight, flail, flub, forget, forsake, fudge, funk, fink, fank, dink, dank. Make it dirty. Devour your dirty deeds done in the dirt and blood and hurt like a flood. Swallow them whole. Follow their soul to their favorite popsicle house and break that popsicle house. Get mean, be a teen, dare. Routine to deal with your anger too. You squeal with revenge too. You try not to peel at scabs or you push your scars into maps where dragons cry. Fight! Even if you're going to lose, sometimes you're allowed to howl. So, howl. Whenever you can growl. Growl. But don't hurt anyone. Like, do it in your mind, okay? Always seek grace. And don't get in anyone's way. Seriously. If you roundhoused that guy in the face, you'd get arrested. But you'd have his teeth in your pocket, wouldn't you? Amen. That's my buddy Trist right there. Goes along with that. Do we want to fight? And this, or is it in our head? And so many neat things in there. Guys want me to read another one? Who wants me to read some more? Another one? You know the kid's crazy. More? Guy. The word guy. By the way, Tris, that was beautiful. This is the first time I've ever read it. He's been writing these again. He's back up in the game. I'm going to brag about him for half a second. He's going to hate me later. He's going to get mad at me. I don't care. My son's a poet. And this isn't why I did this tonight. He's one of the ones that sent in poems. The rest of you didn't. If you were sending them in, I'd try to read them just like that. Got a couple others. But I'll tell you something about him. 25, 27 years old. He was the best poet, one of those beat poets. You think I can read a poem? He's 50 times better than me. Especially when he reads his own. He does those beat poets. He's represented his state at beat poet finals and this and that. He's amazing. He's amazing at writing them, and he's kind of slipped off, didn't want to do it as much. He's in the game now. You watch. Watch. I'm going to put him on America's Got Talent or one of those shows. I'm not done with him. That's why I'm reading this stuff. Okay? Guy comes from Guy Fawkes. who tried to blow up Parliament. He wore the signature Anonymous mask. You know that mask, Anonymous? And he was mocked for doing it. In fact, he was so mocked that anyone who looked weird or wore a goofy outfit back then was known as a guy. Hey guys, bunch of weirdos. That was it. I had no idea on that. What a neat piece of history. We're guys because when we wore weird out. How neat. That was a little piece of knowledge. I'm going to read a Richard, and then I'm going to go back and read another Brock. We got a couple of minutes. We're going to stay here. Hang in here. We're going to do the card towards the end, and we're going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a Richard, one of our other house poets that I'm so amazed by. Amazed. And it's funny, too, what we can start doing now. Well, we can start seeing their voices. It could be anyone reading it, and you'd know who it was that had written them. It's so cool. It's like seeing a painting. Like, oh, that's who painted that. It's really cool. I saw a couple of you say something about Pop's poetry. I might have just wrote a poem. That's how inspired I'm getting. Stuff's blowing me away what we're doing. It's magic from all this energy and all the people. It's just magic. Through this art, we see the beauty in science. My God, what a beautiful opening line. We don't even know which art he's talking about yet. The eyes cleared up a little bit. Listen to this. If they get red again now, it'll be because I'm tearing up on you guys. Through this art, we see the beauty in science, providing the perfect climate for love and fungi to grow. With microscopic lens, we see the start of life. You are so misunderstood. Some view you as evil. Yet we have been together in this world longer than the idea of phones. This diseased thinking that different is bad needs to sink with evil men. Only if people knew that you eat waste and give food. This miracle should be shouted from the roofs. You can clean water and remove pollutants. You are truly the key to our salvation. Sleepy love, bro. Through greed and gluttony, we have poisoned our world. Yet this unseen ally is here to help us thrive. Mycologists throughout this globe know this, and it is our job to educate. Through spores and grain, this world could become green again. Remove the mountain of trash and needless waste. Let us feed our mushroom friends and watch as our earth comes back to life. Let us feed our mushroom friends, says Richard. I freaking love it. I was sitting there going, oh, through spores and grain. Oh, it's almost like this should be our national anthem. Through spores and grain, this world could be green again. Brock's over there putting teeth in the people's pockets and making us, I want to fight the world with him. Now we're doing spores and grains around the world. That's what poetry is so amazing. I loved that part. Free, that was my favorite part. Dude, like I swear, it was almost like the golden grain. Where's this? Through spores and grain. I love it. Richard, I get so proud of him every day. No, I'm not kidding you. Because sometimes I think he's like, I'm not sure. I'm like, oh, Pops is going to get a little. Where's my 15 minutes, buddy? And he's building these muscles. I told him, you're building these muscles, kid. Word muscles. I'm going to do another Richard. You guys want another Richard? We got 15 minutes. We're going to do 2 more Richards and another Brock. Then we're going to do Ace of Discs, and we're going to do that. That's our plan. Okay? You guys want to do another Richard? How many want to do a Richard? We got 5 Richards. I want 7 Richards. Let's have them. There's 2 Richards. There's 3. I gotta be direct. Come on, specific. Give me specific. Oh, the turtle sort of Richard. Turtle can work for a Richard. Another Richard? I hope you guys really do like these because I think they're amazing. I really do. I've read a lot of poetry in my life from students, from faculty. All kinds of people write. It might be the subject matter. It might be the energy of the group. It might be that it's just gosh darn good. I don't know. Let's do another Richard. Dreams cast into the lake of desire should not be forgotten. They are merely waiting to be recovered when mind and body are ready. Some watch as their dreams sink below the surface, bubbling as it slowly drifts to the silt below. If allowed to rest, it shall grow roots in this lake, making the task of recovery a daunting one. It may be the choice of some to jump in after their dream as soon as it leaves their hand, never allowing it to sink below the surface, never allowing the seeds of doubt to fruit. Patience is the gold to the man of few words and many thoughts, but delay favors none. Do not allow your dreams to fade into the abyss. Seek them with vengeance and hunger, devoted to march through fire and thorn, knowing you have your dream in your hand. Richard. This kid is... we were doing... I'm not making light of it. With spars and grain on the last one, and this one, what are we doing? We're going through fire and thorn. Spars and grain, we should throw them together. This one's fire and thorn. You're killing it, Richard. And we celebrate that out loud with you so it builds your level of confidence. Sometimes he's like, Pops, you're good, kid. And it's okay to have some friends tell you, hey, that's like, we watch people on the Olympics and we all hold up scorecards if it looks good, right? I love it. Is that good, you guys? Come on. That's got to be good. Because I love how you know it's Richard. This one's fire and thorn. This other one, I hate to be the guy. I wish we could have a discussion group, not just me behind the camera talking about it, because you have so many good things to say, and then go home and pick up a pen, and you're at home, excuse me, pick up a pen and write a little ditty and send it to me next Thursday. Let's read someone else's. Let's make it about everybody and celebrate this stuff, okay? And by then we'll have the gong too, a real gong. I won't have to play just the trying to play a ball, okay? All right, now I'm gonna put it out there. We have 2 Brocks and 1 Richard left. Which do we want to do? The Richard or the 2 Brocks, or Richard, Brock, Richard? No, a Brock, Richard, Brock. Which one do we want? You guys got to decide for me. To heck with you guys decide. I'll do it my way. Here we go. We're going to do the other Richard. Oh, we got Brock, Richard, Brock. Okay. Then I already asked, and I should have been respectful and listened. I apologize. You're right. We're going to do a Brock, Richard, Brock. Okay. Here we go. Pardon me. Okay. If I got to make you laugh for a blizzard and a hug, man, swing, batter, swing, batter, batter, swing. I tell jokes because I'm not the only one who looks funny. That guy who works so hard at the gym, you can see his face in the back of his neck. The lady dragging along 6 ugly ass ducklings in harnesses yelling about salt on her fries. I mean, Republicans, come on. I'm the only one you kind of snicker at when I'm flailing about in the hot tub because I lost my footing. And now I'm all embarrassed and this is awkward, Gina. Sorry, Gina. Schadenfreude is neutral on ego. All it needs is a broken one, then we all get to laugh. I tell jokes because it's absurd anyways. None of this is important. Gina didn't laugh. F off, Gina. I need the heroes who suck at saving their breath to laugh along with me, at me, for them. Because we all relate to being punchlines. Amen. Gina. Poor Gina. Who's Gina? Why Gina get in trouble, Trist? You're so intense, bro. Amen. Damn, Gina. What she? And it did say F-U-C-K, and I just didn't want to say that for some reason. I lost my nerve. He puts those words in there. He doesn't care. I lost my nerve saying it out loud on YouTube. Like, are they going to ban us? I didn't want to get suspended. Okay? You guys know what I mean? We've all... I had to do it. Don't get mad at me later, Trist. You backed on. You bailed out on it, Pops. You didn't go for the big word. I couldn't. We're like, I don't know. I noticed there's no background music or anything. See, Brandy, we're all punchline, sweetie. I'm the biggest punchline here, am I not? Look at me. I'm a living punchline. I'm trying to be a punchline on purpose so we all have a place to laugh. Soft place to land for a half hour at night. Soft. Let's all be punchlines. My kid's really good at writing punchlines. Gina. We're all punchlines. Right? It just gives us, now I'm tearing up. Now you guys got me. Yeah. Stupid Gina. I knew it. I knew I wouldn't get through a reading tonight. Because we all are. That's why we're out, just do this. It's okay to laugh at each other. If you got to pick one guy to laugh at, pick me. Have a good time with it, because I know that's all. It's nothing personal. That's what it's about. Every joke should be on yourself too. Don't make jokes about other people. You make them about yourself or about Gina. You can make any joke you want about Gina, as long as there's no Gina in the group. Okay, once we get a Gina in the group, we got to change the name, Brock. Okay? We're not changing her name. That'd be ridiculous. Okay, let's do another reading, and then we'll do our giveaway. Okay. Will you guys give me a little affirmation? Is this a good night? Give me 3 or 5, 7 people say we're doing okay. Do another reading, Pops. We doing all right? It's been enjoyable. It's been a soft place. Yeah, Brandy. It's important. Brandy needs a nice soft place. We all do. Another reading. I love doing these readings. I guess I do sort of like to perform, but it's not that as much as have a soft place and entertaining. Okay, good. I want to make sure everyone's okay. If not, we'll go a different direction and get the heck out of here. More Brock, they're calling for. Richard says more Brock, and Brock saying more Richard. That's beautiful, because they recognize iron sharpens iron. This is Richard. As I contemplate my position, I see I am alone amongst the crowd. Discussions of wealth and sports flood the air as they go about in step with the masses. I sit and wonder as they continue on with the thrum of the machine. One after another continue on with new phone and intriguing gossip. Yet my thoughts revolve around fungi and insect. Thoughts of waste remediation dance in my mind as the time passes. The difference in thoughts set me apart from many. I once saw this as self-exile, yet the tone has changed. I know I am one of many others that crowd in these shadows. We congregate in the woods and the meadows, searching for life and beauty. I am happy with my ecological family. As others drool over car and home, I stop in mid-step to gaze at slime mold. Take a moment to observe the colorful cicada and enjoy the wonders of lichen. I fear too many are hypnotized by glitz and gold, when true beauty is everywhere to behold. Slime Mold by Richard. You're killing it, Richard. Absolutely killing it. I see who you are. I see who you are, dude. Mr. Remediation. Heaven, Mr. Remediation, all about it. I can see what you're getting passionate about. Going to be figure out one of those engineers. Going to be one of those engineers out there on top of a trash pile, planting mushrooms and cleaning up the earth. That's beautiful. There he went again with one of his binomials. Did you hear it in there? It was right there. He's got his rhythm. He's got another binomial in here. Others drool over car and home. That's your dream, huh, Richard? I can read it in your writing. You keep dreaming it, bro. You're so young and strong and handsome and capable. You can do anything you want to dream. Anything. And the world's moving in that direction fast. They're going to be crying for guys like you. Crying. Begging to pay you to be there. And you'll be doing what you want, so it won't even be a job. Okay. I talk a lot about paint by numbers, concept of creating or writing. It's obvious a rewording of Michelangelo saying he sees the body in the stone. He's just taking the stone away from it all. Same mostly. So I used to write at least one poem a week for about 10 years. Not all of it was ever good. Mostly just whispers and rants. But sometimes I'd nail an idea. Ice cream horror story, done. Funny stalker love poem, done. Disability poem, done. Actual love poem? Well, let's talk about it. That piece I did on the cruise, it was actually a poem to a future wife. Except she dies at the end, yikes. During my fun and stuff time with poets, we had a lot of writing concepts and prompts to play with. One was to write to someone as if they were right there, dead or alive or real. So I started the piece with "This is not a love poem," because I hated being so damn cheesy about it all. And it wasn't entirely trying to write a performance. So the dissonance of anti-poetry was still a noir concept for me. So I had a goofy poem where she dies at the end, right? Breaking down in the bathroom and all that. I fucking nailed it. Seriously, I remember stepping back like, whoa, she's dead. When I started looking at it as a performance piece, you can't kill a wife at the end of a love poem, can you? I needed permission. I needed relevance. I needed a joke about the weather as she leans forward and whispers, "Write me a love poem." I still haven't met the girl in that poem, Pops. But I've watched her die every day. Breaking down in the bathroom, truck, cubicle, keyboard, alone with a God I'm pretty sure hates me. But she keeps whispering. You signed up for this when you said you loved me. I never really did that piece nationally. I kept it mostly regional to get on the poetry teams. Then I try to write for the bigger stages. But there are 2 tattoos in the world from that piece. Love hurts because it should. I can't wash my own words off my own skin. Amen. Brock. There's a big step in this thing, this poem right here, this prose. The kid back, it's been 13 years now, we took a big family cruise. Everybody, the whole family, Alaskan cruise, everybody. 13 years ago. Nobody knew. There was a talent show that night on the cruise, 1-week cruise. We're all on the boat. Can you all show up at the talent show? Lady sings, someone else comes out, dances, somebody else comes out, plays the piano. Everybody does a different thing. All of a sudden, there's another guy comes out. Oh, we're going to have a guy. We didn't know it. Brock walks out on stage. Brock walks out on stage with this, not this poem, but the poem he's talking about. Reads this poem. Has a piece of paper. He's supposed to be reading off of it. Nobody expected a poem reader on this talent show. There wasn't a dry eye in the house. 4,000 people on the boat crying. Kid walked around a superstar for the rest of the boat, won the award. The guy that ran the boat tried to hire him. Could you go out on our other cruises and be a poem reader? We want you to do poems as a show on our cruises. They tried to give the kid a job. I shouldn't call him a kid, he was a man. This is a true story. It was so intense. And the guy that sets up the talent for the cruises said, "We want this show." They tried to hire him. True story. He did, "Oh, Pops, I don't want to be on a cruise. I don't want to go out there and do that." So you need to go. You need to spend 6 months on a boat, go around reading your poems to people. We didn't do it. He moved in different directions, but what an honor. That's what he's talking about here. One of the things he's talked about, that one poem that he wrote. And that was one of the poems that he performed on the cruise. Blew him up. Isn't that pretty neat? Brock, you're pretty cool. Thanks for being here. He doesn't get to be here all the time. And if there were other people with other poems and other stories I could tell, I'd love to. But of course I want to tell his too. I gotta have 5 people tell me that's a cool story. Everyone's been really quiet. But we're being too quiet now. Is that a good story? True story. This kid can. I keep telling him, let's come on, one of these days I'll have him over here. He can be there. I got to get him out in front of you guys doing this. Yeah, it's a true story. The best part of the story was the whole family and my whole group that was there. None of us knew that he was going to do a performance, but we were all supposed to go to this talent show that was arranged. We were going to be surprised. We didn't know why. So there's 50 people all with our same last name. It was a huge group. We all went on this cruise together. Big family event. There he comes out on stage. I go, what the hell are you doing up there? Get out of there. What do you need to? Walks out there. I'm like, what are you doing? Get off the stage. You're going to, I knew, he was an actor. He'd been good, but I'm like, what are you doing up there? He pulls out his paper as if he's going to read from it, and then he takes it and he never looks at it. The whole thing was completely memorized. That's another thing that was super impressive. Tell him the whole thing. Oh, God, I feel so. You guys want me to read that poem? Who wants me to read that poem? Who wants me to read that poem? Huh? Brock, do you want me to read that poem to him? Huh? Brock, send it to me if you can. Actually, you can't. You're on this phone. I'm on this phone. Never mind. Okay, soon, he says. Soon. You guys want that one. Believe me. That was literally one of my favorite from him, but of course not. Next week, that works. Okay, let's do the Ace of Discs. Let's do the Ace of Discs. Okay? Sai, I'm so glad to see you. I miss you, girl. Let's talk some more. Let's do the Ace of Discs. Drop some knowledge. 420, a new job and business adventure. Okay, yes, Big J, it's a cliff. And we're glad to see you, Sai. Come on. Yeah, that's the ultimate cliffhanger because it's a good one. And I might even practice. Give me some knowledge on the disc. Drop some knowledge out here on the disc. Okay? Let's drop some knowledge on the disc, and then we're going to do our giveaway, and we're going to go home. All right? Oh, some of you are already home. Pops has to go home. All right? Drop some knowledge on me. What did we find out? Were you guys doing your homework while I was talking? Huh? Oh, I'm so happy to see you saying hello to everybody. I love that. Seriously. Exception says, I have no idea. I'm waiting for everybody to tell me what it means. Come on, feed me. I totally agree. You didn't have to look. The 7 of us were going to look it up. Okay? Who else is? Come on. Someone give me some knowledge. Okay? Come on. I want knowledge. Am I going to have to Google? Am I have to go off of this and come back, part 2? Or are you guys going to tell me something? Ace of Pentacles. Trish has got some. To all who seek, find. For those who wonder. There be stars out here. A haiku. I says he's done a haiku to every one of the tarot cards, I believe. Is that true? That's amazing. Discs mean success. Okay. 666. Is there 666 in here somewhere? Is that in the middle of the card? Yeah, you're right. There's a 666 in there. Good one, Big J. By the way, 666 isn't in these cards doesn't mean sun and earth living combined. Good. That's good, Whiskey. Give me a couple more pieces of knowledge. Give me a couple more. I wanted to get more from you guys. Come on, Revelation. There's the 666, right, Big J? No, that's right, Cat. It's not always a bad number. That's something we got programmed goofy from the 50s and 60s. Okay, here we go. Give me a little more knowledge. Give me something. There's got to be a lot more going on with an ace, right? Isn't there something? We've already talked about the disc sparks, right? What are we talking about? It is time to focus on staying grounded with the help of inherent common sense. On Terra, that's very good. No, not a fan of that number. I don't care if my McDonald's order is 666. I'm getting an extra fry. I get it. Can you take the ice out, please? And an extra 3 cents. Okay. The innermost center is formed by 3 rings that symbolize the law of life. Thank you, Kyle. The innermost is formed by 3 rings. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hey, Tasha, how are you? Good eye. Okay. All right. Well, we've just about worn out our welcome on the Ace of Discs. I'm going to slip it back in here, build some energy with these, like I was talking about Glow in the dark giveaway. Here we go. Guess what the giveaway is going to be? All right. Guess what the giveaway is going to be? There's 78 cards in the deck, right? Is that right? There's 78? Yeah, 78 cards in the deck. So you guys are going to have to guess what card I just pulled. All right? The artwork is so amazing. That's the first thing that attracted me. I used to do this deck when I was 18, 19 years old, and then you can't be spirit, you can't be mystical, you got to go be a Marine, and I stopped. But there was so many things I learned back then, and they are flooding back to me. They're flooding. Okay, let me go back. Now, listen, I know you guys are already started, and that's good. I'll scroll back. But you have got to, if you're going to give a number, you've got to give a suit, too. You've got to give a suit with the number, all right? And if you're giving a face card, that's fine. If you're giving one of the 22 arcana, that's fine, okay? But it's not a card number. It's the card itself, not 1 through 78, okay? You guys jumped on that awfully quick, and you may not know, man. Here we go. Let me see if I can find the answer in here. Okay, it's got to be, if you're going to give a number, you guys, it's not 1 through 78. Ceasefire, reload. Everybody stop and let's reload. Okay, I jumped on that. It's my fault. I'll take full responsibility for it. I apologize. Wipe it clean. I'm gonna wait till everybody understands we're wiped clean. Wipe clean. This is even gonna go back in because that one can't count now. Wipe the thing clean. Dong. Okay, clean slate till the rules are explained. And then I'll say when to get started. Thank you guys. Okay, and I apologize if I did something wrong there. I'm sure I did. I shouldn't say if I totally apologize. Okay, here we go. I have a card in my hand. You have to tell me which card, not number 1 through 78. The reason I said that is because it'll only be one of 78. So it should be easier. And if it seems we're running long, I'll start giving hints. Okay? But in the meantime, here's the card. You have to guess the card. All right? Go. Okay. I've said Ace of Disc. I see the Fool. I see Empress. I see Ring of Fire. 9 of Wands. The Devil. The Fool. The Lovers. Moon. Magician. The Fool. The Talk. The 5 of Discs. The 5 of Swords. The 4 of Cups. The Death card. The King of Swords. The Ladies. A Hanged Man. Suits are pentacles, wands, swords, and discs. Discs. Queen of Cups, I'm out. 4 of Clubs, is this going to be too hard for you guys? Look, you guys are struggling with this one. You have to go look up your discs. You have to go look up your decks. This one you're struggling with. Okay, I'll cheer everyone. Nick bowed out. All right, Nick bowed out. No? Okay, I'm going to give you guys a clue. It is not one of the suited, it's not one of the suited cards. It's a number 1 through 10 and one of the suits. A number 1 through 10 and one of the suits. So it's none of the magicians or queens or sons, none of the arcana cards. It's a 1 through 10 and suits. So now I'm getting 1 of cups, 3 of swords, 3 of wands. 8 of, let's see, I'm only going to say the 8 of swords, 3 of cups, 10 of discs. Oh boy, I'm having a hard time keeping them straight. 3 of cups, 10 of discs, 10 of cups, 7 of hearts, 7 of discs, 8 of wands, 3 of discs, 6 of cups, 9 of suns, 7 of discs, 8 of discs, a diamond, ace of tentacles, ace of pentacles. No, 9 of discs, 8 of cups, 4 of pentacles, jack of spades, silly, 8 of discs, 7 of cups, 2 turtle doves and a partridge and a 2 of discs. No, Okay, two of wands. Who said two of wands? Exception. Just got it. Two of wands. I see exception is the first one. Two of wands. So exception, you nailed it, my friend of all friends, bro. Exception. Two of wands was the first person I saw. Thank you, exception. Exception, you were here late. You said you weren't even sure what you were going to win. This is what you won. I would do another one, but we're running late and we've got to be here tomorrow morning. So be here tomorrow. We'll make some nice packages for Friday. Okay? Exception, it has been a long time. We miss you. Tasha, I missed you too. That was not a bad one, huh? Did you like doing the cards? I mean, a couple of people say cards was an okay way to go. Yeah, and she does deserve it. And it is a nice prize. I like your little things. Okay? You guys good? Well, scroll me out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm sure you like the cards. And Big G says, no more cards. Learn your cards and you'll be okay. Or just have a little list in front of you. You can read them. I think the cards is okay. There's only 78 guesses. All right? Tris, don't run off yet. I have to say goodbye to you still. I want to say goodbye to everybody. You guys, thank you for letting me read at you and enjoy the company tonight. I had a really kick in the nards day, just mycology-wise. A bunch of stuff didn't go the way it should have because it should go better, but it's better now. Thank you. Good night. Trist, I love you. I'll talk to you the way we talk. Beth, love you. Talk to you later. Tasha, thanks. Talk to you soon. Brandy, love you. Exception, you got it. 8 cents and you got it. No, you don't have to pay me. Next time, you get the first one for free. Jason, have a great night. Big J, Kyle, Map tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow. Miss Cat, talk to you soon, baby. Tur, have a great night. Brenna, you too. 1, 2, 3, 4. See ya. Sai, I miss you. Nikki, see you later. Don't you dare get out of the games. Just fire off something. Monica, see y'all in the morning. Okay, love you, Sue. Exception, Jason, David, Richard, Whiskey, Kyle, Tris, Peace, Pops. Out. 420. 420, you send me your DM, your address. Your box is sitting here to go out to you, but I don't have your address. I've been waiting to see your name scroll by. 420. Boop. DM me your address. This belongs to you. It does not belong to my shelf. Okay? See how organized Pops is? All right. Oh, exceptions on him too. And your reading. I always forget that part. Okay. And your reading. Maybe that's why he hasn't sent the address. So I love you guys. Pops. Peace. I sent it to you on T. Okay. Then I'm missing it. Or do me a favor, 420. Send it one more time. I don't know where it is and I don't want to have to go look for it. I'm lazy. Okay. Winners contribute. Exception says so. Pops. Peace. Love you guys. Out. See you guys tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.